Hey, Natalie here. So last time I think we ended on 43. So today we'll pick up on 44 of A Course in Miracles. So 44, the miracle is an expression of an inner awareness of Christ and the acceptance of his atonement. And to me what that means is that that means a couple things. It means that in my innermost core, I believe that God exists and that God can help me. But even more so, to me, it means that I am made out of God. Like I am a creator also, but when I believe that I am of God, then I can create for good. And when I don't believe that, then I create a world out of fear. And everything that I create is made of fear. And so when I'm able to believe that I am made of God and that God is in me and God is always with me and I am a creator, then atonement can happen. Atonement can take place when I believe that. Okay. 45. A miracle is never lost. It may touch many people you have not even met and produce undreamed of changes in situations of which you are not even aware. I feel like I've read that one already, but it could just be that I read it in the other part of the text. So, basically, the whole purpose of miracles is to make the world a better place. And even if I don't see the direct effects of a miracle, that I am taking part in, that miracle is still never lost. It's still making the world a better place. It's still making changes. It's still working for the benefit of all of my brothers and sisters, all of mankind. And we're all brothers and sisters. And even if I don't see the direct effects of a miracle, it's still happening. And it's never lost. So, 46. Yes. The Holy Spirit is the highest communication medium. Miracles do not involve this type of communication because they are temporary communication devices. When you return to your original form of communication with God by direct revelation, the need for miracles is over. So, what does that mean to me? I need a miracle to change my perception when my perception is not already of the Holy Spirit and of God. If I am in a place where I'm seeing myself as separate from my brother, then I need a miracle. And when I am in communication with God by direct revelation, I no longer need miracles. Miracles are how I communicate when I see myself as separate from my brother or my sister, whatever you want to call it. They are not how I need to communicate when I already trust my direct line to God. I already have it. We all, I think, already have a direct line to God, but when I really trust that direct line, then I no longer need miracles because I'm already there. I already have it, you know? That's what that means to me right now. Okay. 47. The miracle is a learning device that lessens the need for time. It establishes an out-of-pattern time interval not under the usual laws of time. In this sense, it is timeless. So, part of what I've been reading in this text so far is that time will exist for as long as we need it to exist because it's a learning device. And when we no longer need time as a learning device, it won't exist anymore. Yeah. And you know, part of what I've read too is just kind of like the atonement is the undoing. So, in that sense, the atonement can affect the past, but only at whatever level we're able to accept it. So, if it is going to drive me crazy if, you know, God undoes, I don't know if I talked about this in an earlier video, but I was like driving down my driveway and my roommates had this, or not my roommates, my neighbors had this stuff all across my parking spot in the carport, and I was like jumping into resentment, and I, like, the side of my mirror kind of went across my fence and scraped it, and I'm like, oh no, a brand new car. I'm pretty sure I talked about this before. Anyways, I believe that if I change my perception about that whole situation, like if on a Christ level I change that perception about everything that happened, that scratch on my mirror on my car will disappear. And I really believe that that's possible. I don't know if I could handle it if it happened. And so, you know, if I just keep trying to, if I really give up the perception that I had when I was going down that driveway, if I really undo that, it'll get solved somehow, you know, whether it's someone being like, hey, I can remove that scratch from your mirror, or whatever it is. God will come to me. I'll update you when it happens. So 48. The miracle is the only device at your immediate disposal for controlling time. Only revelation transcends it, having nothing to do with time at all. I think that just kind of speaks to what I just said, and I also need to let that soak in a little bit longer to truly understand that. Yeah. 49. The miracle makes no distinction among degrees of misperception. It is a device for perception correction, effective quite apart from either the degree or the direction of the error. This is its true indiscriminateness. That's a word. So yeah, just kind of like what I was saying, you